according to conservative estimates, all states put together have a liability of over 60 lakh crore rupees. And the main reason why states in India have run debts is because of what they keep doling out as freebies. There's a big debate between the BJP and the AAP on the freebie culture. Let's also debate.
The Prime Minister's comments have triggered a political storm. The subject has been the subsidy and freebie culture.
आजकल हमारे देश में मुफ्त की रेवड़ी बांटकर वोट बटोरने का कल्चर लाने की भरसक कोशिश हो रही है। ये रेवड़ी कल्चर देश के विकास के लिए बहुत घातक है। हमारी सरकार समस्याओं के स्थायी समाधान में जुटी है। पराली की दिक्कतों के बारे में भी बरसों से कितना कुछ कहा गया, लेकिन शॉर्टकट वाले इसका समाधान नहीं दे पाए।
In the last 1 week, Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal, who's been the subject of this attack, has responded twice.
इस देश के अंदर एक रेफरेंडम होना चाहिए। ये जो एक माहौल बनाया जा रहा है कि जनता को फ्री की सुविधाएं देने से देश को नुकसान होगा, फिर सरकार का काम क्या है? अगर जनता को जितना टैक्स लेती है उससे जनता को ही सुविधाएं नहीं देंगे और सारी सुविधाएं अपने दोस्तों को देंगे, ये तो धोखा हो जाएगा।
अगर सरकारें जनता को फ्री में सुविधाएं देगी तो सरकारें कंगाल हो जाएंगी, देश के लिए बहुत आफत पैदा हो जाएगी। इन सारी फ्री की सुविधाओं को बंद किया जाए, इससे एक मन में शक पैदा होता है कि क्या केंद्र सरकार की आर्थिक हालत बहुत ज़्यादा कहीं ख़राब तो नहीं हो गई है?
The BJP has taken the fight to the next level, timing its responses to the Aam Aadmi Party's news conferences.
फाइनेंस कमीशन ने ये तय करके बताया कि 5 वर्षों के लिए जो सारे प्रदेशों को जीएसटी में से डिवॉल्व होता था वो 42% पर ही रहेगा। रेवड़ियों से छूट तक की राजनीति अरविंद केजरीवाल का चरित्र बन गई।
Now here's why the debate is relevant. Why states can't nurture freebie fantasies. Look at the liabilities of all states put together. Nearly 60 lakh crore rupees. Uttar Pradesh has a liability of 6.6 lakh crore. Maharashtra, liability of 5.36 lakh crore. Punjab, liability of 2.49 lakh crore. Rajasthan has a liability of 3.9 lakh crore.
By connecting the freebie culture comment of Prime Minister with health and education expenditures of governments, as also connecting the write-offs for banks with Prime Minister's comments, I think opposition is missing the point. What Prime Minister said was that the kind of subsidies which do not create wealth, which do not create infrastructure, are those which go waste.
Look at the example of Punjab alone. It has the worst debt to GSDP ratio, a state ruled by Kejriwal's Aam Aadmi Party. And that's why the matter is in court.
The Chief Justice of India, in an interaction with Dr. Abhishek Singhvi, who's appearing for the Aam Aadmi Party, also clarified there is a difference in welfare schemes and freebies. They've also gone on to say that in a country where there's poverty, it needs to be seen that such distribution should not happen. This is a suggestion that was also welcomed by the Solicitor General of India, who said that this leads to economic disaster if freebies.
Can we let India become a freebie state? Let's debate.
I'll just take 1 versus 1 on this last debate, and the hashtag is Reverie Politics. There must be something else that the Aam Aadmi Party can do. Anuja is representing the BJP and Veena Gupta, the Aam Aadmi Party. Now, Anuja, I'll tell you, people are given relief, even by this central government. You know, during COVID, there was free ration given under the Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Anna Yojana. That is relief. But your logic is different. You are saying sab free kar do. Now, this sub free kar do is not a sustainable logic. And now everywhere AAP is identified with sab free milega. Is this your national agenda, Reena? Is this your national agenda, to make everything free?
Arnab, the constitution of this country says that India is a welfare state. It's a socialist state. What that means is that as a citizen of this country, I need to have access to basic health, basic education, water, electricity, all of that. So the basic minimum rights that I have as a citizen. And Arnab, every government, be it the central government or the state government, nobody gives anything out of their own pocket. All the government collect taxes and then they put these taxes to use for the welfare of the common people of this country. So for the Bharatiya Janata Party to say कि हमने free fund का राशन खिलाया लोगों को, इसलिए धन्यवाद देना चाहिए, I think that is a big insult to the people of this country. Secondly, Arnab, the federal structure of this country also says that states have the full freedom to manage their finances in a fiscally prudent way. If you look at Delhi, where we've been, we have the government for 7 years. When we were elected 7 years ago, the Delhi government revenues were 31,000 crores. Today, they are 78,000 crores, Arnab. How is that possible? That happened because we leaked.
No, I'll tell you how that happened.
Corruption.
That happened for another reason, Reena. You know, I know you claim to be revenue surplus, but you know that the audit report showed that the reason for that is because the centre bears the pension liabilities of all Delhi government employees. Your outstanding debt is 40,697 crores at the end of 2021. And under your government, the Delhi government's debt increased by 7% during the 4-year period 1928. These are audited reports. You know the situation in Punjab. My question is, okay, let me get Anuja Kapoor here.
Let me
just get a view of Anuja. Let me just get one view from Anuja. Anuja, the BJP is responding to this. The Prime Minister is talking about this Revdi politics. Is it because at some level the BJP is worried that at a mass level, this could make the Aam Aadmi Party popular? I'm not saying it's right what they are doing. But if health, water, electricity is free, and if that is their promise in every state, it could make them popular, even if they are not right. Is that your worry? Is that the insecurity of the BJP?
Arnavji, to start with this, do you really believe that the Revdi culture will make them popular? Do a politician wants to become only popular? Or do a state or a center looks for the development, as my friend Reena ji is telling that we are looking for a welfare of the state and the society? Where is the welfare in freebies? Please, I first would like to answer on this. Where is the welfare? The welfare is making roads. The welfare is making schools. It's constructing schools, universities. And there are times when we are looking for the defense corridors. Where is the welfare? I really want to ask, what welfare have they done for the people in Punjab? What welfare have they done except for opening up the liquor shops, for opening up pink thekas? What have they done? I want to ask to my friend Reena ji, how come you talk about the welfare? Understanding welfare means giving the necessity, not like a bheek to them. Please,
can I complete? Please?
Please, Reena ji, जब आप बोल रहे थे, I was not speaking.
मुझे बोलने का मौका ही नहीं दिया अर्नब ने.
Okay, let her complete. Let her complete. Reena, I'll let you come in, but let her complete, please, if you don't mind. Yeah.
Arnab ji, even they have to understand that they are under a debt of 49,700 crore, which they have not even used for any kind of a development. They said that they have saved 49,700 crore because they didn't use it for development. 39 schemes which they have put it on paper, it is not there. I do not understand what they talk about water. The water which they talk about, we give dharnas. I know where I stay. I stay where I can't put it on side, but it is related to model town when we're talking on Northwest District. The water which is coming out here, there is a constituency even. Imagine that of Aman Abdullah. So imagine what we are looking into. So there is no
okay,
water.
I want
there is no
Reena, I want Reena to respond, Anuja. But again, I want to tell you, Reena, that relief is one thing and freebie is another. Relief is if there are 4,000 Shramik trains which transport millions of migrants free of cost, railways bore 85% of the cost, state bore 15% of the cost during COVID. That is relief, it's good. But now, when you are saying everything is free, and it's free forever, you are not saying it's free for 15 days, 20 days. You are saying, hamari policy hai sab kuch free. If you implement this policy nationally, who will pay? Eventually, you will have to take taxes from the taxpayer only. The money has to come from somewhere. So where will the money come from, you tell me? I know where you will spend, but where will the money come from?
Arnab, let me tell you, each one of us pays taxes. Whether it's the rich or the poor, whether it's direct taxes or indirect taxes. Now, how you spend that revenue shows your niyat and shows, what you care about. So, as far as the central government of Bharatiya Janata Party is concerned, in the last 5 years, they have written off 10 lakh crores of NPAs. What are NPAs? These are crony capitalist loans which were given to the friends of Bharatiya Janata Party, people like Mehul Choksky who have run away with this money. So why is this not Revadi and Gajak given to the friends of Bharatiya Janata Party? That is the model of Bharatiya Janata Party. Now let's look at some of the states where Bharatiya Janata Party has been ruling for several years. Let's start with Gujarat, the Gujarat model. 27 years of Bharatiya Janata Party, 3.5 lakh crore of debt. In spite of that, they spent 200 crores in buying an airplane for their chief minister. This is what I call Revadi culture, where all you are doing is you are benefiting the friends of Bharatiya Janata Party.
Reena ji,
you are
your
buying
20 crore
airplanes. Don't interrupt me, Anuja ji. Now
and your Kejriwal ji, he said,
Okay, 1 minute. Anuja, let her complete. I'm going to come to you. I promise you I'll come to you. Just finish your point. Yeah, Reena, just complete your point so I can get a response.
It is because of the mismanagement of Bharatiya Janata Party in the whole country that you have such a large section of the population which is below the poverty line. Why is it that so many people are dependent on free ration? Because unemployment is at the highest in 45 years. People are hungry. We are the lowest on the hunger index. Income inequality is the highest. Rich are becoming richer. Poor are becoming poorer.
Okay, now my point to Anuja is, Anuja, see, food inflation is really high. You can go into the market, cost of onions, potatoes and tomatoes, ye koi mazak ki baat nahi hai. At this point of time, if people get relief from electricity costs, water costs, they will support the party that gives them that. I'm asking you once again, please, if your government is waiving off loans, Reena says if you're waiving off loans, waive off less loans and give that money in the form of freebies. Why don't you do that? Why don't you? Not to everyone, you can make an economic layer. You can say people above a certain economic bracket will not get. You can qualify it.
Arnaji, I don't understand when they are talking about the inflations and they're talking about petrol and diesel. Recently, I just saw that in Pakistan, one girl was telling that, what should I do? Should I kill my child? Because there is so much of inflation. Now, I want to understand that the inflation is all over the world. It is not inflation in India. Still, RBI has come many times in relief of the funding. And they are just talking about it. Only a state cannot understand the center's position, how we are dealing with the each and everyday food. It has still been giving in surplus and they do not understand. I think Arvind Kejriwal is not educated enough to understand the relief and the freebies.
Right.
There is a big thing which has come up, because
Madam Arvind Kejriwal has a real degree. He was an IRS officer. He knows finances. He knows how to manage budget.
That is
I
what
don't
it
think
is,
your
madam.
party
That is what it
understands
is.
what budget
And
is.
viewers, I want to know your take on what is being described as reverie politics. I get a sense that many people across the country are talking about it. This is an agenda-setting debate, and I promise you, I'm going to come back with this more on this debate. Anuja, thank you. Reena, thank you. It's been an interesting 1 versus 1 there, and I shall see you, ladies and gentlemen, without fail, on this and a lot more. Remember, our breaking news story, part of our expose on crypto, is at 10 a.m. tomorrow. Till then, till tomorrow, goodbye.